Hey everybody, my name is Parables and welcome back to my channel. So I've been wanting to release this video for like such a long time. I've just never felt that it was the appropriate timing to release the video until today. So I go to this church called Christ Church of the Valley down in California, and one week my friend, who's also the creative director, asked me if I wanted to make this spoken word piece so we can set it to a video, add some music, add some soundscaping, and have it be a nice creative moment for communion. Mind you, I got this call like Tuesday and it was supposed to go up that Saturday night. Yeah. So he kind of told me the premise of it. He wanted it to be about God hearing his people. And what about prayers when two people pray for opposite ideas that kind of contradict each other? During that time, my gears were just running and I was thinking of like ideas to express that. And we decided to meet Wednesday to actually like flesh out the project a little bit more and actually like sit down and talk about like different ideas we could probably bring into the video. So then Wednesday happens, we have a really nice conversation. I express some ideas that he liked. He expresses the like video ideas that he has in mind, and we just really connect. It was the first time that we've like connected on a creative level, so the chemistry was kind of there, and I've realized that, and I was just so stoked to be working on this project. So then it's Wednesday evening, and I decide to send him like 3 or 4 drafts of just stuff that I've been writing, and then he like approves some stuff, he like disapproves some stuff, and we just go back and forth with this dialogue. And then finally I put a good like final draft there, and I go like, listen to this, he super loved it. I'm gonna sleep on this a little bit more, just like have everything bake in case I want to make some final changes. And he goes like, that's an excellent idea. So my advice, make sure you sleep before finalizing ideas, because you never know what could happen. So then I go to sleep, and then I wake up, and then I have to go to school and all that stuff. And as I'm waiting for this one class, I just look at the draft. I'm like, what can I add from this? What can I like subtract from this? I do a little bit of editing, I do a little bit of wordplay, and I send him the final draft. He loves it, and we actually settle on a time to record the video Friday morning. So mind you, the timeline for this video that has to go up is Saturday night, and we're recording it Friday morning, and there's still so much to do. We have to record it, we have to like soundscape it, we have to edit it, so we're just like frantically running around at this point. So then Friday happens, I'm super stoked. I have the poem. I didn't have to memorize it, which was super awesome because I wouldn't have been able to, because I suck at memorizing stuff. So we record the video. We had this awesome cinematographer who just knew what she was doing. It was so much fun to work with her, and we recorded the video, and we looked at it, like the really rough cut of it. We're like, wow, this looks incredible. So then Saturday night happened. I actually wasn't scheduled to volunteer at my church, but they asked me to volunteer, and I did, and it was just, I saw the video, and it was so awkward just to see everyone's reactions to it. Like, it was like watching a reaction video. So yeah, a lot of people liked it, a lot of people were touched by it. I heard throughout the weekend that people were just like praising the video, and I was just so like blessed, I guess, to just be able to work in that regard. I've always done stuff for the church, I've always sang for the church, I've always did camera work for the church, but I've never been able to do something this like up front in person and this like exposed. So just knowing that my video was able to touch the lives of so many people and help them with their walk, it was just incredible and very humbling. So yeah, that's kind of the story of how this video came to be, and now I'm gonna show you the video. I hope you guys like it, and yeah, hopefully I'll be able to do more stuff like this in the future. Alright, bye guys. Church, will you please take a seat with me? In this moment, we are entering in a time with God regarding our salvation. You know, prayer for me sometimes feels like an awkward, one-sided conversation, bended knees and hands squeezed. I speak and I speak, but sometimes it just feels like nobody's listening. And I think maybe I'm not praying hard enough, or maybe God's busy with some other stuff, or maybe my prayers juxtaposed to my neighbors outweigh the importance of my needs. And if I pray for the cold and you pray for the heat, which one of the prayers does the Lord find sweet? But God's will is sovereign and his plan is perfect, so don't be discouraged when I say that the end result is not for us to determine. God longs for our childlike faith, simply love, curious, dependent. And I think children ask way too many questions. They tattoo the word why into our ears and engrave the word because on our lips. But in Mark, Jesus tells his disciples to let the children pose their questions. We should not be different from the children, because God hears us. He hears us on our way to work, a 9-to-5 that just doesn't pay enough. He hears us when our children aren't home and it's already 3 a.m. He hears us in the doctor's office before receiving the test results. He hears us over the roar of the flames and the rolling thunder. He hears us over the cars colliding and the windows shattering. He hears us on the bedsides of relatives who are just done fighting. God hears 8 billion prayers, yours and mine. Like incense, they rise and they rise, raptured into the air, meeting God there, honey to his ears. Consider this, the bread, his body, the juice, his blood, Son of God to do what we couldn't have done. Jesus stepped into reality and he lived a life beyond our capacity. He healed the sick and the weak, and then he died for us. Crucified. Our prayers are heard because of that day the curtain was torn so that we may enter God's presence when we pray. So pray, my brothers and sisters, for Jesus has become the one and only way. So please, in your own time, take the elements and remember that we are children of a God who would walk alongside his creation and have a conversation with us.